Our male spring scholar athlete is from men's track and field. John Chuma is a senior from Westborough, Massachusetts. Jack has pole vaulted for the Minutemen for 4 years, competing in 5 Atlantic 10 championships and collecting 1 silver medal, 2 bronze, while scoring points at both A10 meets in 2015. Jack competed in 5 New England championships, posting 3 scoring performances, as well as placing at the IC4A championships in 2016. He ranks 3rd all-time on UMass indoor list and holds the program record outdoors at 15 feet, 11 1/4 inches. Jack is a mechanical engineering major with a 3.337 grade point average. Here to speak about his academic accomplishments is Professor David Schmidt.
I'm honored to be here to tell you about Jack's academic accomplishments. His coach can tell you more about his athletic accomplishments. I'm going to stick to what I know. Now, you heard that Jack is a mechanical engineering student with an excellent GPA. So anybody who survives our program with that kind of GPA should be proud of himself. And how someone can do it while being a varsity athlete, I just don't know. It's doubly impressive to me. We have demanding courses. We have a high attrition rate. And these all make it especially challenging to do as well as he did. Jack took my junior level heat transfer course. And he did so well that I invited him to come back the following year and be my undergraduate teaching assistant. That means I trust Jack. I trust him to know the content. I trust him to help me proctor the exams, to help me grade. And I don't know exactly what motivated him to come join me in this. Perhaps he just loves heat transfer. Or perhaps he just wanted to stick it to the next year's group of kids. But whatever motivated, I'm grateful for his efforts. And do keep in mind that my course produces some of the lowest average grades in the entire department. But best of all is what Jack did when he wasn't at UMass in our department. Mark Twain once said, "Don't let school get in the way of your education." And Jack sure did. While working as an intern at E-Ink, he was co-inventor on 2 provisional patents. And these turn into real patents usually after 18 months. So I'd like you to just please raise your hands if you have a patent in your name. Jack? Pay attention now, Jack. And now, let's see, keep your hand up if you have 2 patents. Jack, you have more. And just to be clear, to earn co-inventor status, you have to make a genuine intellectual contribution to the development of this technology. You don't just get co-inventor status for being there and being friendly. Right? So this is a really substantial accomplishment. Now, between his athletic accomplishments and his academic accomplishments, we really could not have asked more of him. But I am going to ask one more thing. And that is, when you're a famous inventor and entrepreneur, please come back and visit us.
To speak to his athletic accomplishments, Coach Jackson.
Man, 4 years. I can't believe it's like 4 years ago. Someone said, "Hey, there's a kid from Westborough that's coming to UMass. You should check him out pole vaulting." So I said, "All right, I'll stick around and watch this kid jump." So we're at a track meet at Bridgewater State. So Bridgewater State doesn't have lights. Actually, they do have lights. They decided to turn them off. So Jack's still pole vaulting against one of his rivals who's right down the road from the green field. And we all of a sudden had to turn car lights on. So the parents turned their lights on. And I'm like, this does not seem safe. And the kids are just running down the runway, vaulting, and Jack ended up winning. So he went from a 13.3, 13.6 vaulter, jumped 14 that day? 13, somewhere in there. And he won. Fortunately, they called the competition, and then like later that week, the other kid won. But whatever, you were the winner that day.
12 hours. 12 hours.
Yeah, 12 hours, he was the winner. But what was super unique and super cool about Jack is, as you see him now, He is a humble, quiet, just genuinely great young man. And he will be sorely, sorely missed. He's one of the few kids that, as you asked him to TA, he's a natural born teacher. Not because he puffs his chest out or he, pronounces his ability to be the best, but because he's patient, he listens, and he actually cares about people's progress. So Jack has often helped other new vaulters come in. He's like, hey, let's try this, let's do this, let's try that. And he's been a tremendous, tremendous asset to our team. And just knowing that he's been a mechanical engineering major the whole time, it's always tough. And fortunately for our team, the men's track team, we have quite a few engineering majors. And as you said, his TAing, the heat transfer, there are a lot of guys in that class who are like, oh man, we got a test. And I would see Jack going, yep. And I could have got to going, can we study with you? And I was like, oh, we should be studying already. So it was nice. It was good to see that. But he's really intense in terms of being all into his studies, all into track and field, all into his family. And it's one of the things that is and will always be amazing. When I tell you he's an awesome person, I'm like really holding back some emotions here because he's probably one of the most solid guys I've had on this team and that I've been able to work with Coach O'Brien. And it really, in the fall, Jack had a hard life. Like, as adults, we face hard things. I'm gonna tell you, this kid faced some real uphill battles this summer. And the fact that he came to me in the fall and said, I need to step away from track and field. I need to step away and be there for my family. And I called his dad, and his dad said, Coach, he came to me with this on his own. And I said, I'm not letting him walk away. I'll be patient with him. And the whole fall semester, Jack focused on Jack. And as a coach, and as a mentor, and as a role model for young men, it's important that we allow them to discover what really is of value in their lives. And one of the things that I saw in Jack was, first of all, I saw him practicing in the gym during practice time, which lit me up a little bit. Like, man, how you gonna quit? You still in here practicing. But patience. As you get older, you learn patience. And a week later, he came back to me and said, I think I want to come back. And I was like, thank goodness. But it meant so much because I knew and he knew that we had the value of a relationship where he could go and he could come back and we still wide open, buddy. Like that's the type of young man that our program strives to produce. The young men that can value their experience and build on it and take it and really create something special. So what you guys see here, by the way, that 15, 11 3/4, the outdoor pole vault record should be like 16 feet and a little bit right now. He jumped Saturday, final attempt, and he basically cleared the bar to the point where he's coming down and everyone's going, yeah! And right as we were like, yeah, the bar fell down. You're killing me, Smalls, you're killing me! But it's coming. And the fact that, his internship this summer yielded him so much, which also yielded him a job, which is great, to be employed before he even finished college. Again, says a lot. It really says that this young man will represent our university, our track and field team, and everybody here, his family, with the highest qualities that anybody can have. So I really do appreciate you, and I tell you what, if you ever get a chance to chat with him, he's not a big talker, not as much as me. Take your favorite guy. He's a great guy. He's really a great guy. I'm still mad that you didn't tell me about that.
Hello. Coach is right. I'm not a big talker, so I prepared something. But yeah, coming into this program 4 years ago, I definitely did not fully understand what I was getting myself into. But right from the start, my personal growth began to develop as a result of being a student athlete. Training up to 20 hours per week sometimes and having to complete about 35 hours of homework per week turned out to be a little bit of a daunting task. But I mean, one that had me calling my parents on many occasions, like freaking out how I was going to get it all done. But somehow, even in the middle of the toughest moments, time kept to move on, and so did I. So now we're here today, 1 week before I graduate, and I'm no longer the scared and clueless freshman that I was 4 years ago. I'll be leaving here with memories that will last forever, and the kind of friendships that I've always wanted with other athletes, students, and my coaches as well. Being a student athlete has taught me how to be a lifelong student. In my mind, the ideology of being an athlete revolves around the need to constantly be improving. No matter how much success you experience, the drive to achieve more should never go away. So although I'm now moving on to a new, unknown, and some would say scary situation, I'm fully confident that I've been set up to handle whatever life throws at me. So with that being said, I'd like to thank the committee for honoring me today, for Professor Schmidt for the kind words he said, and Coach Jackson for all he has done to help me grow as an athlete and as a person as well.